Welcome back to my channel where I make videos about whatever the hell I feel like making, and today I feel like showing you my plants. So let's do that. Literally nobody asked for this, but I wanted to do it because this is the kind of shit that I like to watch on the YouTubes. So yeah. Also, I don't really have much to do today and I'm kind of bored, so yep. Let's go on a plant tour. Things have changed. Got new plants, moved some stuff, painted the entire apartment, got new lights for the plants. So yeah, I'll just take you around and show you my plants. Okay, I guess we'll start out in this corner because if any of you have watched any previous videos, you'll know that this used to be a giant golden pothos. It is now a Synapsis Argyrius. Is that how you pronounce it? Argyrius? I have no idea. And it was just getting kind of big for the other spot, and the golden pothos had to get moved because I was scared it was gonna fall from the ceiling hook that it's on in the corner. So yeah, that's here now, and it's growing lots of new leaves and it's very happy. Moving on, then they have this little terrarium guy with a burrow's tail hanging out, a random succulent that I don't know what it is, and a little cactus. Please ignore my balcony. There's all my plant stuff outside. Yeah, anyways. And then under here we have a jade plant. It's just hanging out. It's kind of just like this weird corner where like it gets a lot of sun. But I also have this set up like kind of specifically for the terrarium and the jade plant for when it's like cloudy days, but I'm gonna turn that off for now. Next to it we have just a regular Carnosa, Hoya Carnosa, the green type, which is currently trying to climb its own hanger. And right here next to that, I have a Philodendron Birkin, which is growing like crazy. This is not the greatest light, but yeah, this started out as two separate cuttings basically from two separate people, and I combined them into one pot, and it is just going crazy and it just won't stop growing. So hopefully it will get huge, and hopefully eventually I'll be able to put it like in a 6-inch pot and it'll just be ginormous and amazing. On the coffee table here, please ignore my couch. This is another little terrarium that I made, and it's just got this little rock fern, this polka dot plant, some like random rocks that I found. And then this is my jewel orchid, how do you pronounce it? Is it Macodes? Macedes? I think it's Macodes petala. I put the sticker down there so that I wouldn't forget. And yeah, it just hangs out in here. I'm thinking about getting one more plant for this. I don't know what. I would love to get another type of jewel orchid. I think that'd be really cool to have some more jewel orchids in there, but that's all I have for now. Okay, moving on to the other side of the balcony door. The first plant hanging here is a Monstera Peru, which is finally, after months, growing a new leaf. So that's exciting. This thing grows so slow that I have like debated selling it a couple times because it grows so slow that it's just like unsatisfying. Do you know what I mean? This next to it is what I believe is an Enjoy Pathos. I actually just got this recently. I had a small, tiny, like 3 or 4 inch pot before, which is this part of the plant right back here. And then I just finally bought this big long one. I actually traded a Monstera Adansonii for this one. The Monstera used to hang where this one is now, and I just wasn't loving it. I didn't like how it looked. It just wasn't growing very well for me, so I traded it for this. I love this one so much more, and I love pothos, as I'm sure you can probably tell, in pothos type vining plants. So this was definitely the great best choice that I could have made. And yeah, it's just kind of hanging out here, loving life. And then of course my Synapsis exotica So again, I love vining plants. I love Pathos type plants. So this one grows kind of slow, but it's so pretty that I don't care. And the new leaves that are starting to come out on it are just ginormous. So that makes me really excited. Underneath that, we have a string of hearts, which I just cut a bunch off and I'm propagating it over there. I'll show you in a minute. But it's really long. It was longer, but I cut it to try and propagate some to make that a little bit fuller because it is a little bit sparse on top. Next to it, I have a Hoya of Adelina, something like that. This one, I actually got it as one huge long strand. It was like all the way up here, but I cut it 3 times actually, one to give away as a trade, and then the other 2 are right here. So this one, and they rooted stupid fast in water, so that was exciting. And then next to that is my Hoya Crimson Queen, which isn't like super fast growing. It didn't do a lot when I first got it, but now I'm starting to get all these really wonderful leaves. Like this one's pretty new. It's kind of pink as well, which is awesome. Obviously this side gets the light from the balcony, so this side would probably grow faster, but yeah, it's one of my favorites. Then over here I have a Hoya Macrophylla Alba Marginata, which kind of slow growing. It's just now growing a new vine right there, and it looks like it's got 2 little growth points coming out of it, so that's pretty exciting. This one, when we were painting, it had 2 new leaves coming off and they both got knocked out when we were painting. Something fell on it, so that's, yeah, not great. But hopefully we get some new leaves soon, but I just really love the veining on this one. It's really awesome. Underneath that is my Allocation of Zabrina. It used to have 5 leaves. They yellowed and fell off, and I think it's because there's a new leaf coming soon right in here, so that's cool. This is the newest leaf. It's still hardening off, so it's kind of exciting that there is a new one coming already, but not yet. Underneath that, we just have a little Ficus Tanuki hiding under here, and it's just hanging out. I really love how huge that newest leaf is. It makes me very happy. So hopefully the next one that's coming out is just as nice. Over here, Ficus Altissima Yellow Gem, I think is what it's called. I don't know what happened to that leaf. I've checked it for past 1,000,000 times and I can't find anything. So I think it might have just, like, maybe I overwatered it when it was coming out, but there is a new leaf as well. Not hardened off yet, neither is this one. So pretty fast growing, I think. What else do we got here? This is a Thai Constellation, Monstera. This is the newest leaf. It just unfurled a couple days ago. So hopefully we get a couple new leaves and it gets really big, really fast. Also on the floor next to it is a Dieffenbachia Reflector. I got this one a couple months ago and it's put out a couple new leaves. I really, really love this pattern. I think it's really cool. Next to that is a Strawman Trio Star. We also are getting a new leaf there. And I really like this guy. So when I first started getting into houseplants, this is one that was like definitely on the top of my list because I love the pattern and the variegation and how the back of the leaves are super pink. And then over here on the floor, which is the last floor plant, is my Homalamina Selby, which I've just put in this because it was drying out way too fast. So it's a little bit bigger pot and ceramic, so it'll dry out really slow. And it's getting a new leaf as well, so that's really exciting. Okay, let's move on to on top of the TV stand here. So the first one is a Dieffenbachia Tiki. which just got put into this new pot because the other one was looking a little small for it because it was getting pretty tall. Also now it's in ceramic instead of terracotta, so I won't have to water it quite so often. Back here is a Calathea Makoyana, or a, what is this one called again? Peacock medallion? No, peacock, Calathea peacock, something like that. Yeah, Calathea Makoyana. You can see its two newest leaves there. Next to that is another Calathea. This one is the pinstripe or the ornata, and that is a new leaf coming out there, which is very exciting. This one I was having some troubles with crisping, but it seems to be getting better now. Not sure what I did differently, but yay. Next to that is another Calathea. This one is the white fusion, and again another new leaf. This one's kind of funny. I think it might actually be like 2 or 3 separate plants, and the one plant is giving me all white variegated leaves, and then one of the other plants is giving me mostly green leaves, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I might separate it if it gets really big, but for now they're hanging out together. And then this is also a Calathea. This is the white star, I believe, and please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it's the beauty star because the beauty star doesn't get the pink like this. But this one is probably my top 3 favorite Calatheas. Well, I like all the Calatheas that I have, but I don't know, this one's near the top, and I really wanted to get really big with lots and lots and lots of leaves. So I'm hoping that we're gonna get some new leaves soon. I have lost, I think, 2 leaves off this to crisping, but what are you gonna do? Let's see, next to that is a Philodendron Brazil. This is the newest leaf. Unfortunately, the leaf got a little bit damaged as it was coming out, but it has almost finished hardening off. I don't know if you can see it, but it's still kind of got that like reddish tint to it compared to this one. This one's like mangled, but I'm super excited for this one to get really big and put out more leaves. And I think, I'm not certain, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but I think it's working on a new leaf already, so that's really cool. And I just got this one, ooh, I wanna say less than a month ago. Yeah, a little humidifier that I put on when it's really dry in here for, you know, all of these plants. Next to the Melon Rhizome is my Anthurium clarinervium. The light's right there, so it's kind of messing with my lighting here. But these 3 are the old leaves. This one's like only half leaf that it came with. This one was all mangled. But this is the newest leaf it's put out since I got it. Eee. And it's so pretty, and I hope that it gives me a new leaf soon. I'm still kind of working out care for these. So far I don't seem to be messing it up, but see what happens. Behind it I have another Syndapsis. This one is the Trubii, and I've just put it on this pole, and it just finally gave me this new leaf. This is another crazy slow growing one. I got this plant in November, and this leaf just came out like, I want to say it came out a month ago, and it just finished unfurling a couple weeks ago. So hopefully we get some new ones soon. It does kind of look like, if you look at the stem, don't know if you can see it, it does kind of look like when I look at it close up that there might be another one coming soon. So, oh, yep, there it is. Oh, okay. Next to that, we have a Monstera Peru. This one, again, just put on the pole. And when I first put it on the pole, this was a leaf that was coming out that died. That was the newest leaf at the time. Since I put it on the pole, it's given me these 2 leaves here, and with working on a 3rd one. And they're already bigger than the one from down there. So, I don't know. I might prop this soon, maybe let it grow a couple more leaves, and then I might cut it and then add it back into the base so that I have more than one stem, because having just one stem makes me a little bit nervous. Next to that, we've got a Philodendron Hastatum Silver Sword. This one I was having some problems with leaves melting. I don't know if I was overwatering it or if I had an issue. It seems to have stopped now. There also was like the leaves were coming out super wonky, so you can see like this one here is just like weird and crinkly, but the newest one is perfect, so hopefully that keeps going. There is also a new leaf coming, which is really exciting. Okay, and then next to the Anthurium we have a Philodendron Pink Princess, which I chopped. So this is the newest leaf, and there is a little bit of pink. It's still hardening off, so I can't really quite see yet. It looks like most of the pink is on the back. I chopped it because there wasn't a lot of pink happening. I'll show you the other propagations in a second, but hopefully once this new leaf comes out that's already coming, hopefully that one's got some pink. And then next to that we have the Peperomia Pro Strata, so string of turtles. And yeah. So down here I have a Hoya Chelsey. Hopefully you guys can't hear my dishwasher in the background because it is going on. But that's fine. So this is just like, again, one really long tendril. I am planning on propagating this once it gets more leaves. Again, when we were painting, these two new leaves got knocked off, so that really sucks. But it looks like we have two new ones here and two new ones here. And I am planning on chopping this back and replanting it so that I can have more than one strand. Because again, one strand makes me nervous. Underneath that, we have a Philodendron Birkin with a new leaf on the way. This actually has two plants in there. There's like a little baby one. When I bought it, it actually had 3 plants, but I took one out and gave it to my mom. So she's got that one. Whew, it's hot in here. I had to close the door for the balcony to stop any noise coming in because there's some people working outside, and now it's hot. So this is my plant shelf here, so I'm gonna go through that next. On top, we have a Pathos Marble Queen, and this one's kind of cool because some of the leaves look like a Snow Queen, and then some of them look like the Marble Queen. Some of them are like really dark, like this one with lots of white, and some of them are kind of yellow, and that's the newest leaf right there. Next to that, we have a Philodendron Brazil. It might not live here very much longer. I might put it into a slightly bigger pot and then maybe move it somewhere else, we'll see, but it gives me really pretty variegation. This is also 2 separate cuttings. That's your new leaf up there. But yeah, I couldn't find a nice like 6-inch pot of this one or even a 4-inch pot for a reasonable price. So I ended up buying 2 separate cuttings and just putting them together. And again, once it gets really long, so maybe in a couple months, I probably will propagate these and put them back in just to make it fuller, or maybe I'll just find a new plant, add it together. All right, moving on to the actual shelf. Let's start in the back. In the back, we have a Peperomia Hope. Next to that is the Hoya Variegated Carrii, which is giving new leaves. And that was sold to me as a, what was it again? Hoya, oh yeah, it's on the tag, Hoya Elliptica Round Leaves. But I think through the internet and some other people that I've asked, we've discovered that it's a parasitica. I think that was the name we decided. Yeah, but I mean, I really like it anyways. And then, oh yeah, you can see my humidity reader. Because I live in Vancouver and it's been raining a lot lately, it's been very humid in here lately, so I haven't even had to turn on my little humidifier. So that's kind of sweet. And then we have a Hoya Sunrise. I tried to propagate this one and the stem cutting that I took just died, so I don't know what happened, but now I'm just left with this 4 little leaf plant. So hopefully once it gets nice and long, I can try and propagate it again. There is the Adelina cutting that I am propping for someone. It is ready to go. I might actually just pot it up for her soon because look at these roots. So then we have the Hoya Chelsey. Now I had a tiny cutting of this one and then I bought a plant from Crystal Star Nursery. So I've combined them into one pot and they are just growing like crazy. This is all new growth since I did that Crystal Star unboxing video. This one is also super, super, super exciting because we have a peduncle. It's my first peduncle, people. I can't wait for this one to flower. And over here we have a Hoya Crimson Princess. So if you remember on the stand, I have a Hoya Crimson Queen. This is the Princess. It was longer, but when we were painting, again, the shelf got dropped on it and it lost 2 vines. I am propagating them and I am going to put it back in. They have just started rooting, so hopefully very soon I can add it back into the pot. It'll be nice and full and beautiful again. Next shelf, there is my little propagation station. So you can see the 2 Hoya Crimson Princess vines that I'm propagating and they have started rooting. You can kind of see them in there, so that's great. Some String of Hearts cuttings. Back here, Hoya Carnosa Compacta, which is finally putting out new leaves. Again, got this one a couple months ago and it took forever for any new leaves to come out. So then we have the Silver Dollar Vine and my Vanilla Bean Orchid, which is growing like crazy lately. This vine was touching the top, so I had to loop it around. What else we got here? So this is my Hoya Sp F Bertoni. I bought through Facebook and they mailed it to me and it arrived with the most wonderful root system I've ever seen in my entire life, and it is slowly growing, but it is growing. Next to that we've got Hoya Rebecca. I really wanted to sun stress, but I wanted to I want to leave it under the lights because the Hoyas seem to really like these lights that I got from Amazon, and I can link those in the description for anyone that's looking for lights. I really like them because they have a timer and it's a reliable timer. It turns off and on at the same time every day. I don't have to reset it every week like some of the other ones that I've tried. So yeah, Hoya Rebecca, Hoya Curtisii with tons of new growth. So excited about that. This is a little pinucula. It's a little carnivorous plant, and I just got it because I wanted to try them out, see what it's like growing them. Next to that is the top cutting of my Pink Princess. So you can see this leaf looks super duper promising. That was the leaf with the most pink so far, and this stem has some pink too, so that is pretty exciting. Okay, next shelf down, we've got my Philodendron White Princess, which might be my favorite. Can we talk about these leaves? I put it under, like directly under a grow light, and it was giving me these crazy white leaves, so I moved it off to the side, and now I've got back to a safe variegation leaf. Next to that we have a Philodendron Brantianum, which is growing away. These are the first 2 leaves here that were like really looking like a brandy. The other ones were kind of like sad and I don't know, they look soft. This is a new Florida Ghost. I don't know what happened with that leaf. I'm assuming it was the shock from changing it from moss to soil. So hopefully the new one that's right there will be fine. Then that is a super sad Venus flytrap. I don't know how to care for those. I've tried, it doesn't seem to like me. So I'm just gonna keep going until it completely kicks the bucket. This is a Anthurium Forgetii. So that's the new leaf, and it looks like there's a new one coming hopefully soon. I'm not sure why it's doing that weird concave thing, but hopefully it will fix itself once it hardens off. This is a Syngodium Podophyllum albo. So that's exciting because that was one of my plants that I really wanted a couple months ago, and I found one for a great deal, so I got it. It was a great deal because the variegation isn't very strong, but hopefully it'll come out more on that new leaf that's right there. All right, so this is a tiny little philodendron. I don't know what kind. It was sold to me as a baby Birkin. There is no white striping, but there's a new leaf coming there. Just gonna have to keep an eye on it, see what it looks like when it comes out, but I don't know, it might be a baby Birkin or it might be like a green princess. We will see. This is my Allocation of Black Velvet. I bought it with one leaf, killed it, chopped it down to the bulb, put out this leaf, which was kind of mangled when it came out. And then it gave me this one, which is almost perfect. There's a few little spots, so that's really exciting. And then hopefully we get a third leaf soon, and then that one is even better. Okay, and then the last shelf on this plant shelf, we have a Christmas cactus, aloe, a mid-stem chopping of that pink princess, that same one with the new leaf. Waiting to see what it looks like when it hardens off and completely unfurls. This one had no pink on it except for underneath those leaves, so I'm hoping that would encourage it to have more pink. And then this is also the base of that Syngonium elbow. It had this really absurd long stem on it, so I chopped it, planted the top part, which you saw up there, and then this one just grew this leaf, which I'm waiting for it to unfurl to see how much white there is. It doesn't look like there's a lot of white, but we'll see, and I'll give you guys an update later. And then my little moss prop box, which has my Hoya Calistophylla, which no matter what I do won't become unwrinkled, and I took it out. It's because the roots sucked, so that was unfortunate. And then there's another pink princess chopping in there, so waiting for that to root as well to see how much pink there is. So this is all of my living room plants. Most of them are kind of in this corner here. TV, and then over here. And I guess I'll just quickly show you the ones I have in my kitchen. They're like just kind of common ones, but I'll show you anyways. I almost forgot about my desk. So this is a rattlesnake calathea, or a Calathea lancifolia. So this hangs out here on my messy desk with me, along with this bamboo, which I've had for like, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. It had kind of stopped growing. It's not really doing anything anymore, but I still like it. This one was yellow and dying, so I cut it off and then sealed it with wax, and it ended up putting out this little offshoot on the bottom, so that's cool. And then next to my desk, we've got my dragon tree, or my Dracaena marginata, which is in this really cute pot from HomeSense, and it just hangs out on my desk. And I did say my desk was messy, so you know, whatever. Okay, on my kitchen table, or my dining room table, I have, which is like, seems to just store a bunch of random shit. I do have this variegated domino peace lily, which has flowered with super pretty variegated leaves. So that's that one. Above the table, we've just kind of got some ferns up here. So we've got a crocodile fern. Then on the other side, we've just got this like plumosa fern, this asparagus fern. And then over here, we've got, what is it? The crispy wave fern. So they just kind of hang out up there. Here is where the golden pothos lives now. So this is just kind of like a storage kitchen unit, which you can see has like booze and jars and pots and random shit. So this is where it lives now. I was scared that it was gonna fall from the ceiling and the hook in the other place, so I've moved it to here. It's kind of dark back here, but I'm also kind of hoping that it slows the growth a little bit, and then I won't have to water it quite so much because it is really big. So yeah. And then there is a snake plant right there as well. Up here we've got another snake plant. I guess this one is the, what is it, moonshine or something like that. Also, if you can hear my fan, I'm sorry. Then we just got this Maranta, this red Maranta, this prayer plant. Wow, I can speak really well today. And then a parlor palm is just kind of hanging out up here as well. So yeah, those are my kitchen plants. I do really like how they look with the green. The green is new, part of the paint job we did, so yeah, those are the kitchen plants. Okay, the last part of the tour is in my bedroom, and there's just kind of like a random mishmash of stuff in here. There is a ZZ plant. This is an Alocasia macrohiza, I think it is. There's a Bop Bird of Paradise white back there. A little Monstera, which I'm thinking I'm gonna get another one roughly this size and combine them so that it's, I don't know, not so sparse looking. On this shelf here, I have a neon Pathos. On top of the shelf, we've got a Hoya pubic calyx, not sure what kind. This is a Hoya Crinkle 8. This is all new growth here since I got it, so that's awesome. This is a Hoya Australis. I bought this as 2 separate plants, so I think they might actually be 2 slightly different varieties, but that's fine because now it's really big and amazing. And there is new growth there. Since I moved this light out here because this was in the living room, but now it's out here with these guys. And there. And I really love the new growth on this. It's super cute. And then the new growth on my Crinkle 8 too is like super red. So yeah. What else we got here? Oh, we have another rubber tree, another ficus. This one should be a burgundy rubber tree, I believe. Could be the solid green, but I think it's burgundy because of that stripe there. Man, this color tone of this light is really different, eh? And then this one is my Raphidophora tetrasperma, which I just got a couple weeks ago, and I've put it on this little, stupid light's in the way, let me move it. There we go. I just put it on this little moss pole there. And then this one here is just a regular Syngonium arrowhead. I think it's called something like a white butterfly. It's just kind of like the common one you can find everywhere, but I just really like it. And yeah, lately I've been having some problems with it. I've had some like yellowing edges. Like you can see here, I had to cut off part of that. And I've had a whole bunch of the old growth die. Not sure what's going on. It did have thrips a while ago, and I've treated that. They seem to be gone now, but there's still, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then over here on this little planter guy, we have a Cebu Blue, which more new growth here. And again, bought this one as a cutting. It was just this when I bought it a couple months ago, and so this these 2 leaves and this is new growth, and then it actually just popped up this whole new vine just by itself, so that was awesome to see. And then on my windowsill we just have a couple random succulent type plants. So we've got a Peperomia pepper spot, a random succulent that I don't know what it is, so if you know what it is, tell me. String of pearls, another burrow's tail. This one I think is different than the one in my other terrarium because it's a different color. Some little succulent propagations. This is a Dischidia watermelon. And I moved it out here so that I could get some of that nice sun stressing, which it is. This is just another type of jade. So I think this one's called what is it? The Golem. I just thought it was kind of cute and kind of funny, so I bought it. And I liked it. Elephant bush or Afro porticulatus, something like that. Variegated kind, and always comes out with these like cute white leaves. Kind of slow growing though. And then this is a string of bananas that I saved from Canadian Tire for like $1. So it's doing a thing. Some of it looks like it's not doing very well, and then some of it does. So, but yeah, so succulents, giant alocasia, these guys, and then this little shelf. Okay, Okay, well, those are all the plants that I have in my apartment. I don't think I've missed any. I probably am gonna get more soon because I have a problem. I'm always like trading and getting new ones and selling some and, you know, whatever. So maybe I'll do a updated video of this in a couple months, maybe in the fall. And then if I do get any new plants, I can show you guys then. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for coming around. Please don't judge my messy apartment. Things are still weird with COVID and work. And I just don't have energy for stuff like cleaning. So yeah, got other stuff to figure out. I do also just really want to take a quick moment to say that Black Lives Matter and everything else that's going on right now is also important, and we shouldn't lose sight of that. I haven't been posting very much on any of my social medias because I felt like it was awkward and not the right time. I still don't think it's a great time, but I just felt like I needed to do something productive today, so this is what I chose to do. And yeah, so Black Lives Matter. That's all I have to say about that. Anyways, thanks for watching. You know, like this if you liked it, or whatever. Leave a comment if you have any questions about the plants or the care that I give them. If you want to know the lights that I use for my shelf, I'll put those in the description, and that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.